Hi, it's Laurel here in the studio, and yeah, I'm having a lot of fun working on another circle rug. I was waiting for the paint to dry on this really big project, and this video is actually about doing a big project or any project and how we use tubes. So I've done a videos about how I use tubes, but they're really great when you are working on a really big project. This is a 9-foot by 11-foot, and my material is only 6 foot wide, so I had to add a piece of material. And my table, as big as it is just not big enough for this rug. So what I do is I put this tube on the very edge of the table. Because if you have your material laying on the table and just falling flat, it will create a crease. It will create a crease. And so what you want to do is put your tube on the edge of a table, and that prevents it from creasing, and it also allows you to use this space. So if you're doing a runner and you're using your kitchen table, or you have a, even a 6-foot table, but you need more space because of the length of your runner, you can put the tube at the edge of the table and hang it off down the side. Now I have another rug here that I used tubes with a lot. I'm going to roll it out for you. It was a really pretty rug, and I'll show you more pictures. But this was a 12-foot rug. So again, if it's too long for the table, I would take another tube. I'll get it one here. Okay, I would take another tube, and maybe I painted a part of it, and when it's dry, I can roll it up. Okay, so I'm rolling it up, and what I do is I paint my rugs by sections. Then I can roll this out, and then I paint it, and I can roll this up. So it just allows me, and so I'm using 2 tubes here, okay? And I can even lift it up and move it to another place if this paint is wet in the center. So tubes are really useful. You can get these at the hardware store. I get mine in all different widths. I go here in Costa Rica, I go to a local hardware store, and a lot of them are, sometimes they're just in, they're already cut in pieces because they let people just buy the length that they need. And I just have a whole collection. Here's some really long ones. Now when I'm working with the really big rugs, I like to work with the bigger tubes. It just helps, it's just easier to handle. But when I ship them, I use these smaller tubes because, the shipping accounts for, you have the weight to consider, you have, the dimensions to consider. But this is just a quick video I wanted to share with you about using your tubes. So what I'm going to do now is I had to roll this on a tube just to sew it, because this is my sewing machine, and the point of the rug down there had to start here. And so what I did is I rolled it up, and I had somebody kind of support it as the material was running through and running towards that way. And then you sewed one side, and then I had to cut it, and I had to cut the threads and roll it up, turn it around. It was very, very labor intensive sewing this rug. So anyway, that's my video on another video on using tubes and how useful that they are when you are making canvas rugs. Well, thank you for joining me today. It's another beautiful day in Costa Rica, and I hope you can come visit me here in Costa Rica at Laurel's Originals. Bye-bye.